As we continue to talk about how God helps and comforts us, today I want to share a few brief words that I talked about in my sermon from 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. And this is part of Paul's thanksgiving after God has comforted and helped him through a time of affliction. And he says, "Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of mercies and the God of all comfort, who comforts us in all our affliction, so that we may be able to comfort those who are in any affliction with the comfort with which we ourselves are comforted by God." One of the things that's significant to me about this passage is Paul's emphasis, the repetition of that word comfort. In some translations, it may be given as consoled, but I really love that imagery that we have in the New International Version, that God is the Father of all comfort. You know, we don't always think of earthly fathers as the most tender people. We often may associate comfort more with our mother in many cases than with our father. But here Paul is relating that the God we worship, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, is also the Father of all comfort. And if you've ever had a moment or a time in your life when you were broken or frightened or scared or uncertain, and you had the blessing of having a healthy relationship with a father who maybe if you were a child held you, or if you were even an adult could hold you in a strong hug that helped you to feel safe and comforted. I think that's part of the imagery that Paul is trying to bring forth of just as an earthly father, the best earthly father, would love and comfort his child, so God is the Father of all comfort, as well as the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. And the dynamic here in this verse is important, that we are able to comfort others with the comfort we have received from God. The way that God has comforted us, we are able to comfort others. Now, this is assuming that we know what it's like to be comforted by God, because we can't give to someone else something that we haven't received, haven't experienced, that we don't possess ourselves. So I really encourage you today to take a few moments after these brief words end and to picture God. You may want to close your eyes and envision yourself being comforted by God, held in God's loving, strong, yet tender arms. And may God comfort and console any hurt or any pain, any grief, any sorrow you may be feeling today.